This is the prep video for Zanzibar by Edu Lobo, from the album Sergio Mendes Presents Edu Lobo. Be advised, there's many different versions of this piece on the internet, but the version we're looking for is from this album and can be found on Moodle. Now, both Edu Lobo and Sergio Mendes are known as bossa nova artists in the 1960s. Now, this recording is 1970, and Edu, like a lot of artists from all different genres in the 70s, is beginning to electrify things and experiment with bringing in influences from outside. And the style that he is very strongly referencing in this piece is the bayou. And the bayou rhythm sounds like this: 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. It's another Brazilian rhythm, common Brazilian phrase, and it's two groups of three and a group of two. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Okay, so first of all, we want to get that together and make it feel comfortable as we're walking in time. So rather than singing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, the one being quite a woolly sound, I'd like us to borrow a way of singing rhythms accurately from South India. It's a Carnatic system called conical. Now that's a whole nother world of study and investigation, but we can just borrow two things: how to sing a 2 and how to sing a 3. So 2, they sing ta ka, and they sing 3 ta ki ta. So ta ka ta ki ta. So the bayou slowly would sound like this: ta ki ta ta ki ta ta ka ta ki ta ta ki ta ta ka. It's a much more accurate way of singing. So what I'd like you to do is to stand up, get a slow pulse going, and ta ki ta ta ki ta ta ka ta ki ta ta ki ta ta ka ta. Check your accuracy. When you're comfortable with that, speed it up, playing along with the record. Okay, so let's go through each instrument in turn. Now, bass starts everything off, so let's start there. It's worth noting, it's crucial in fact, that we note that the bass starts on the and of 4. The very first note of the bass is not on the downbeat, it's not on beat 1. It's very easy to mishear the recording as being dee da dee da dee da da dee da dee da. Okay? When in actual fact it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ding da ding da ding da ding da ding da. That's pretty critical. Now, if you find yourself getting drawn to that offbeat as being the downbeat, then listen out for the woodblock on the recording. The woodblock is playing quarter notes on the beat. If you're hearing that toc, 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 toc as being on the beat, then you're hearing it right. Okay, bass plays what's written on the chart. Let's look at what the bass plays in the B section. And the B section, we're opening it up. It's now a groove. It's not samba, but very much the weight is on 1 and 3. Don, 3, 4, don, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Listen carefully and you'll hear that he's in fact referencing the bayou. The low, low, high, low, low, high of the bayou. This is how the bayou is most commonly voiced. 2 low, takita, takita, taka, takita, takita, taka. Okay? So the bass is referencing the first 2 notes of the bayou, of the clave. But he's not playing them open. Dong, 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 dong. The first note is long, the second note is short. Almost silent, more percussive in nature. Dong, tuk, dong, tuk, dong, tuk, with a few passing notes. Dong, tuk, go, dong, tuk, dong. Have a listen carefully and, yeah, figure it out. Now, finally, the bass could play in our arrangement the line from A in the outro if the bass player is feeling adventurous. Feel free to get involved. That last time. Okay, now let's move on to guitar 1. Guitar 1, play what's written, play the ink, essentially. And just note that, yeah, you're playing in unison with the voice in A. And in B section, you're taking the role of the piano part, an accompanying role, accompanying pattern. And that's going to take some figuring out. Feel free to be creative. You could maybe try and transcribe the piano line from the recording, or find something else rhythmic that might work. Okay, now let's move on to guitar 2. Again, play what's written in the intro. You're doubling up with the main vocal line in A the second time round as written. Chiefly, the most important thing for guitar 2, for the acoustic guitar, is what you're playing in the B section. Now in the B section, you're very much referencing the back side of the bayao, the two, the high note. Clap, clap, jing, 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 jing. Very percussive, very important role. The drums are not actually playing that backbeat of the bayao, so we need it on the guitar. Okay, now let's move on to the voice. For the vocalists, you can obviously you're singing the A section and the B section. There are no lyrics in this piece, which is great for you. But feel free to transcribe the phonetics, the vocalese that Edu is using. Don't feel bound by that, but it'd be a good place to start because they sound great. But maybe you want to use some different sounds. Feel free to experiment with that also. And finally, drummers, see the attached video for what's going to go on in percussion. Now, I'd just finally like to talk about the solo section. There's no solo on the recording. We've made up an arrangement. So look carefully at the chart and how that's structured. And we're going to solo over the vamp for 16 bars, and then we're going to solo over the B section once. So be prepared to solo on the vamp and also the changes of B. And when we've done the solo, we're going to go into the outro. The outro is essentially A again, and let's have everybody play that line in unison once, and then we're just going to finish with that ba, 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 that held note there, okay? So, as always, listen to the recording, play along, come prepared, and I look forward to seeing you in the session.